Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Nice to see you again in our lexical studies too. And today we are going to continue our discussion on formal, semi-formal, and informal language. Okay, so what are formal language, informal language, and also semi-formal language? Informal language, actually it is characterized by the use of standard English. Here, the standard English is commonly used and also dominantly used, and the sentences are more complex in the use of the sentence structures, and also the use of personal pronouns is lessening, and the lack of colloquial or slang terms, and we of course avoid the use of colloquial and slang terms. And informal language allows the use of non-standard English forms, colloquial vocabulary, and typically shorter sentence structures. And in semi-formal language, actually this is natural. It's between formal and informal language. It is the language you use when you talk to people you know. Actually, you know the people, but perhaps not on a personal level. For example, when you talk to your teacher, when you talk to your lecturer, and you speak to the lecturer, actually you know the lecturer, but it's not really formal. And you can speak to the college, but with higher position. You can also speak using semi-formal language. Okay, let's see the diagram of formal and also informal English. And between formal and informal English, there is semi-formal English. You can see here, formal English is used in the situation which needs official and also legal consideration, and also professional consideration. Jadi kalau sesuatu yang profesional, official, ya, berhubungan dengan rule, kemudian juga sesuatu yang berhubungan dengan pengadilan, hukum. Nah, itu kita biasanya menggunakan formal language. And in informal language, actually, we can use the informal language in friendly situation, and also we can use slang or vulgar words or vocabularies. And between this formal and informal, there is semi-formal. As I told before, that actually semi-formal language can be used to someone that we know well, but he or she has higher position, yeah, like teacher and also lecturer, or the college, or our college, sama atau teman kita, but our friends or our college have higher position, yeah, for example in the working area. Next, rules of language style. We can see here there is a company and also the person. In the company, we know the name of the recipient, and this is in the situation of writing, in the situation or in the purpose of writing. And here we use formal writing, formal writing, if we do not know the name of the recipient. Kalau kita tidak tahu siapa yang akan menerima, maka kita bisa menggunakan formal writing, and we can say dear sir or madam. Nah, and you can see here in the explanation, don't know anything about the person who receives the letter. Nah, kalau kita mau mengirimkan surat, kita tidak tahu siapa yang akan menerima, you can use dear sir or madam with formal writing. And here, if we know someone who will accept or receive the letter, we can also use formal letter because this is company situation, yeah, or the situation inside the company. We can say dear sir or dear madam, yeah, because we know title or name of the person, okay, and but never met or exchange info. Right, this is writing to company. What about writing to a person? To a person, I have spoken or exchanged info. Nah, kita sudah tahu orang tersebut, ya. And then are on familiar terms. Ya, bagaimana dengan penggunaan semi formal atau informal? Kalau ini berhubungan dengan khusus atau tidak mengirimkan surat terhadap perusahaan, tapi mengirimkan surat terhadap orang tertentu, ya, kita bisa menggunakan semi formal or informal writing style. Nah, if it's semi formal, we can say dear Mr. Donald, or if it's informal, to our colleagues, to our friends, and we know well our friend, dear Guy. Here, the description about semi-formal writing style, and it's to a person that we know. It's no name of person and have exchange greetings. But for here, the informal writing style, you can see know person well and on familiar terms. Nah, kita tahu benar terhadap orang tersebut dan memang sangat familiar dengan orang tersebut. Alright, next. Okay, so how is the different style between informal and formal English? We can see here the use of active and passive voice. The common active voice is used commonly in informal situation, but passive voice is commonly used in formal situation. Yeah. For example, our technician repaired the fault on the 12th June. Now it's your turn to pay us. And in formal, dalam bentuk formal, all the fault was repaired. Jadi di sini kita menggunakan passive voice. Payment for this intervention has still not been received. Next, verb form, phrasal verbs and Latinate. The company laid him off because he didn't work much. Jadi kita menggunakan kata laid him off. But in formal situation, di keadaan formal, his insufficient production conducted to his dismissal. Nah, jadi kita menggunakan kata dismissal. Ya, tapi kalau phrasal verb, ya, phrasal verb laid him off artinya adalah mengeluarkan, gitu ya, mengeluarkan. Next, language, direct and formulaic. Direct and formulaic. Nah, here informal, kalau dalam bentuk informal, kita bisa menggunakan kata I'm sorry, but I'm happy to say that. This is direct. But formal situation mention we regret. Pakainya kata regret, not sorry. We regret to inform you that blah blah blah. Or we have pleasure. Pakainya kata pleasure, not happy, in announcing that blah blah blah. And next, the use of slang. What about the use of slang? Informal language, he had to get some money out of a hole in the wall. Kita menggunakan kata out of a hole in the wall. Yang dimaksud dalam formal English adalah he withdrew the amount from an ATM. Kita menggunakannya lebih formal dengan kata withdrew, mengambil. Okay, next. Okay, next. Number 5, personal form and nominators. If you lose it, then please contact us as soon as possible. Di sini ada kata contact us and as soon as possible. In formal situation, we can say any loss of this document should be reported. Should be reported without saying contact to us. No, should be reported to us, but you just mention should be reported and immediately. Pakainya immediately, not as soon as possible. Next, linking words. The use of linking words here are commonly in the formal situation. The example is the bank can't find the payment you say you have made. Di sini tidak ada linking words. But informal, the formal situation, notwithstanding that the payment has been sent, the bank fails to acknowledge it. Nah, di sini ada kata notwithstanding that. Jadi ada linking words atau kata penghubungnya. Next, number 7, revitalized sentences. Informal mentions anybody or any company, but informal, dalam formal situation, any natural person who and any legal entity which. Jadi menyebutkan secara spesifik. Any natural person, disebutkan siapanya. Natural person who and any legal entity which bla bla bla. Jadi any company di sini disebutkan sebagai any legal entity. Next, modal usage. Informal situation mention if you need any help, give us a call. Ya, ada penggunaan kata modal atau modal usage. Nah, di sini kita menggunakan should. Should you require any assistance, please feel free to contact us. Jadi ini adalah pengganti dari if, kata if. Alright, next. Number 9, singular and plural person. I can help you to solve this problem. Call me. Nah, di sini ada kata I, singular person. Call me. This is informal, but informal, kalau dalam formal, formal situation, we pakainya kata we can assist in the resolution of this matter. Contact us on our toll-free number. You can see the difference here. Alright, these are the dictionary of formal informal English. You can see in informal we can say about, but informal, formal regarding, concerning, agree with, be bound by, and as well as bearing in mind, reference being made to, and the rest. You can see and you can read them yourself. Alright, next, here are the rest. In accordance with the formal way is person to. In the red is informal and overdrawn is formal. You can also see and read the rest of this dictionary of formal and informal English.